This summer, I had the chance to travel to North Vietnam. Vietnam has been doing really well due to the current situation, and this summer we could travel pretty much where we wanted within the country. And I wouldn't miss a chance to go and visit North Vietnam because this place is stunning. One morning, we had the opportunity to meet a group of people working in the rice fields, and I thought, because some of you might be stuck at home, I'll make you travel. I'll take you like you were on one of our photography tours into the rice fields with the people, giving you my tips about photography and how I took the photos, how I approached the scene, how I approached the people, and the photos I came up with. So come and travel with me in the mountains of North Vietnam. We are in North Vietnam, in the region of Ha Giang, where we've been driving a motorbike for about 10 days. Yesterday, as we were driving here, we saw a group of people working in the rice fields. And the people were really friendly, and we stopped and said hello. We came back, and I would like to show you what kind of photos we're gonna take. As you can see, the place is very potential. The light is excellent. We have great mountains in the background, and we have the reflection from the water. So we're gonna approach these people, we're gonna go say hi and see how we can compose a nice picture here. Okay, so the first thing I wanna do is really, I'm interested to play with the reflections of the water. The problem is if I shoot her like this, with the reflections, I am backlit. It's the wrong angle here. Yeah, if I want to play with the water reflection, I am facing the light and she's a silhouette. The problem is she's a dark silhouette against the dark rice field behind, so we don't see her. Yeah, this is nice actually. I'm gonna go classic chrome. And I'm gonna check my exposure here. I'm way too dark. Okay, like this. Okay, so I have the woman working here. I'm gonna get a bit closer to her to have detail on her. And I'm waiting for the other woman. And we have a triangle here with a kid walking. There you go. Well, it's cool, but it's a bit boring, yeah? We need a more epic light than that. So this angle is very interesting because it allows us to have all the rice in the background, and it creates a certain pattern. So it's really, really interesting to try and play with this pattern and have as much as possible. But I want to simplify the shot. I don't want to include the horizon. I don't want to include the background. We got these beautiful colors, yeah? I need to move a little bit more here. Get her from higher. I'm gonna shoot with a small aperture here. I want everything to be sharp. Yeah, I don't have any distraction in the background. So I'm shooting at f8, and I want her to be a bit closer, to have just water behind her and simplify the composition. It's getting a little bit hot. Okay, there is a man coming here. So I keep in mind my idea. I want to photograph her, yeah? She's my main subject. I like the pattern, I like the light and the reflection. And there is a man coming here and he's carrying the rice shoot. So it tells a good story and it will help me adding a layer, but I want to keep my composition idea and it's going to be walking on the edge here. So I need to find a way to include her on one side and have him on the other side. Hopefully when he walks by, she's not laughing, looking at me like she does now. Okay, and there he comes. One man on the side, one man on the side, one woman on the other side. The green color, the story. Let's move on. All right, there's a big group of women working in the fields here. So they look very chatty and smiley. Hopefully when we get close and chat, take photos, they won't be over chatty or over smiling at the camera. Chụp ảnh vui hơn. So I arrive here and I'm chatting with these ladies, and they're all like freezing and looking at me and asking me questions. So if I take photos now, it's going to be very unnatural. What I have to do is to keep chatting with them, but wait for the moment when they all get back to work, and they will feel comfortable having me around because I've been chatting with them and they know who I am, what I'm doing here, but they will get back to work and we'll get more candid photos. Okay, so what I see here is the line. There's a really, really nice line going from this woman to this woman there, and they all align together. I want to play with that, and I would like to have a really nice clear line here. It's a little bit messy at the moment, so I have to wait for them to move a little bit, but they're working really fast. Yeah? Okay, so I have a bit more of the line here. I will focus on 1/3 of my picture. I'm still at f8. Okay, and I make sure no one is staring at the camera smiling. That would break the vibes. Yeah? If everyone is working and you have one subject who's looking at the camera smiling, it kind of breaks everything. So you have to wait for the right moment. This is nice, but it's not great. Okay, so I'm using a wide angle this morning because I was expecting to find a group of people. So it allows me to get really close but still get the whole group. I just have to be careful with the distortion. By placing one woman in the corner and being on really wide, 10mm here on the Fuji, I have a lot of distortion in the corner, so I cannot place her in a complete corner. There you go. This is cool. I separate the first two women, they're not touching each other. They are the biggest elements in my frame because they are closer, so I really need clear detail on them. And no, I need to avoid juxtaposition here. Okay, it's a bit difficult to move around. I need to get closer, but I don't want to step on the rice, which they're actually removing. They're actually removing the rice from the field because there's too much rice, growing too close to each other, and they will spread them out. Farming lesson with Etienne and Peaks of Asia. How to grow rice in the mountains. Okay, separation. Now I have a woman coming on the other side. So I will place this woman in the middle and frame her with the other two ladies. Oh, she's gone. Okay, too fast. Scene is too fast? Oh, I am too slow. Okay, there you go. Đẹp lắm! So I'm going wide here, and there you go. Yeah, I have the line of them. They look like, if I can have them in a Vietnam shape in the rice field, that would be good, wouldn't it? Okay, so because things lack of interest, I'll get close to the foreground. I want to shoot through the rice. The background is not so good, yeah? This boy is now looking at me. If I go a little bit wider, I will have the woman on the right, the woman on the left, and the boy in the middle. They're getting closer to me, so the closer they get to me, the wider I'm shooting. I can be really, really close, yeah? Create this group effect. And oh yeah, oh đẹp lắm, đẹp lắm, đẹp lắm. Okay, I have rice. I use the rice in the foreground as a frame and it's pointing towards my subject. And I fill my frame with both my subjects. Try to avoid having too much distortion, so I'm gonna keep shooting straight and get closer, yeah, to separate. Wait for the moment when I put the rice out of the water. And you know, we have a cute kid in the frame, yeah? How could this go wrong? Just kidding, right? Oh, look at the kid is about, oh, con đi đà đấy. Con đi đà đấy. Can you imagine that? You're working in the rice field, yeah? All day long, and on top of that, you got your little boy sitting on your back, yeah? And you do it with a smile. It's amazing, yeah? Really amazing. Okay, so I managed to take a step in that allowed me to take a few steps in the rice. So I can move a little bit more now. I'm still working on the same scene because I cannot move over there, which I think has the best line. So I do not think I managed to get a great image, but it was kind of a difficult exercise because we could not really move around the ladies. And because they spend a lot of time just smiling and staring at us, it was difficult to get a good moment. So I'm going to stick around a little bit more, see if something else happens. When you have pointy hats, your composition instantly improves, right? Because it's pointy hats. I'm just a bit obsessed with them, yeah? So I'm going to put my exposure down because pointy hats are often the brightest thing on the frame and we don't want to overexpose them. Oh, she's looking over there. I have a right straw there. Things have evolved now. The sun came out, the light is more interesting. We got this very nice line. So what I've done so far is I've been staying a bit away from them and I had a really, really nice line going from the first woman to the others. And now we got the pointy hats, which look really cool. The problem is things are a little bit flat because they're all far away from me. What I want to do is get close to one woman in my foreground and have her really big in the picture and have the others smaller behind, and this will create this angle, diagonal line. Hopefully I can have one arm or something linking the first woman in the foreground to the rest. The wide angle is ideal for this kind of shots. You can get really close to one subject while keeping the other small behind, but for that, I get close. Okay, so I wait for her to stand up, like here, right here, there you go, there you go. And I have the woman really tall in my foreground, and the other ladies behind, all aligned, hopefully all doing something. Oh, the detail on the hands, really cool, yeah? Finally we're getting somewhere. So we have tried this morning to show you a little bit how we do. It's been very difficult, it's really hot already. We couldn't move really well, it's very muddy, but the women are very friendly and you see how easy it is and what a pleasure it is to take photos in a place like North Vietnam. Stay tuned for more videos on this channel.